started with what was asked of me by Robert. I had a great conversation with Robert and other conversations with our other fearless leader. So he did ask if I would do 20 to 25 minutes. So it's a bonus for you guys tonight. So I'm going to keep it right into there or better because I have a timer right in front of me. But I'm going to talk very fast. So let me start with my upfront contract. I want this to be fun. I mean, look, it's a birthday, so let's have a celebration. Let's have a little bit of fun. And with your permission, I really want you to turn off any distractions because, when we're on the cameras, we can see one another and sometimes we're doing multitasking things. I want all of your brain power for a good 20 to maybe 25 minutes max, but I just want good energy and I want to be able to gift to you. And this is my treat to be able to do for my birthday. So I want to give to you tonight. That's very important. And for you to benefit from the time we spend together, I'm going to ask you to do something probably you haven't done before in this fashion. I know there's people, I'm a note taker, so I have to have my notes in front of me, but don't work real hard to try to temptation. I am a person that does talk fast. Don't laugh when I tell you, your brain actually thinks faster than my mouth can go. So I have to keep your attention. And for that, I have to talk quickly. So I'm going to do things through this presentation. We're going to have a little bit of fun. And if you're one of those that can interact in the chat, then I'm going to tell you, if this sounds fair enough, I want you to say sounds fair. Try to listen first and grab what I share with you and grab a few notes maybe, but hold on because I'm going to go one step further. If you'll take the time to listen and interact and have fun, how about if I make sure you have access and get these notes? Does that sound fair? So you can have this entire presentation and it will probably be loaded about 2 hours after the call because if there's any typos, I know some of you are good enough to help share and tell me that that's happening. So if that sounds fair, just put fair enough in the chat. And if you're ready for tell me that you'd like a little cake, here we go. I'm going to start by telling you quickly about me. This is only going to take a few minutes. So here we go. I started to work in this industry. I went to school in 1975 for us to work on people that would not give me any grief talk back or never complain. In doing that and going for my doctorates and stuff like that in that industry, I encountered a fear. And that fear was paralyzing to me. It was either meet it head on, do what I need to do to get over it, or actually I would not be able to go any further, unfortunately, in my career. So I met the fear head on, and it actually took me into, believe it or not, and from there, I began to actually do multiple marketing businesses to learn, to discover, to see the things they were telling you, teaching you, just wanting to learn. And something happened in my life. I met a gentleman named Zig Ziglar, and this man was a pivotal moment in my life. He actually had shared with me some things that he believed, and I talked with him and shared with him what I was doing and the way I was breaking some records and stuff I was doing. He just said, you're actually amazing and you have this talent that people need to learn what you do because what you do is teachable. And if you do that, he goes, there's more people you can help than just making a lot of money. I thought, this sounds really cool. So fast forwarding, I started back in the early 90s, we started, and in the mid 90s, a company called Tidal Wave 2000. And I actually put together everything you need, all the components you guys have heard about and are familiar with in the company that we use today. I did all that back then. And my husband came home. I had retired. It was so much fun. We worked together and we were crazy. And fast forwarding with some accomplishments and sharing with you what we did on the company, we actually broke a lot of records. I was able to earned 3 pink Cadillacs in the pink car company. I was able to sell over $29,800 of product over my kitchen table in less than 30 days in a company that was 13 years old. It was, and only 5 years in the United States. And then one of my biggest accomplishments was where I like to create we teams, and we put a team of people together for 186,000 people in 18 months in a company. And why I'm telling you this is because we generated we checks, not I checks. We had not one making less than 62,000 a month. We started with a small core team. I know somebody else who did that too, and it's biblical, by the way. Started with a small core team and then turned it into multitudes of people to do what we did. But knowing how a funnel works and knowing how to put the autoresponder and your campaign and all that together, that became my genre. I began learning how to do that, and it took hundreds and even thousands of dollars to learn those techniques to do that. So I guess here's why I'm so excited today about NowSite. NowSite is right in my genre. It's in my wheelhouse. I love it. But I know that a lot of people don't necessarily know all the ways to use it and how to do it and what to do with it. So why I'm excited and passionate is in working with this company now for the last 2 years, seeing what they're doing, the way they're transforming, the things they're bringing on the scene, and where they're headed and what they're offering to us gets me very excited that I want to be part of taking this company to the top and being part of the top and helping the people who get into it to get to the top that are interested in doing that. But in that, remember that where there are problems, if you have the knowledge and experience, you also know the solutions. And I've seen some problems in what we're doing, and I thought, how can I best serve and help us, those in NowSite, people like you who want to do more with your product or program? What do you want to do with it? Where do you want to go? Well, happy cake day. Here it is. So I'm going to explain to you, by the way, cake is a method. It is something that I actually teach, and I'm going to teach that to you tonight, and I'm going to teach it quick. It goes very fast. And I'm going to show you what you do with this. So cake is a method, and a method is a process. This is something you're going to it's going to become part of what you do all the time when you learn it. And once you learn what cake is all about, then what you're going to do is you're going to sweeten it, you're going to decorate it, you're going to use icing, and I'm going to show you how to make that icing sticky and gooey and how you can have a lot of fun with it. But I'm going to show you the magic of this. Now, you're going to learn that cake is something you're going to do this process every day in all the things you do, and I'm going to bring it back into your business to show you how it's going to work. So let's make your cake, shall we? And I'm going to start with the first layer. It starts with a C. Very simply, your first layer is to collect information. How do you do that? Well, we're going to talk about a little bit. Yeah, I'll cover everything. Don't worry. We're going to come back around and get it all. So C stands for collect information. A, that's your second layer. This stands for agitate the pain point. You have to know how to do that and know what the pain point of your prospects and what you serve, what the pain points are, so that you know that you're going to have the solutions right for them. Because the third layer is to know what they need and what they are looking for. And to know this, if you know the pain points and you know how to work this properly with the knowledge and understanding of what it is you have and when to offer it and how you're going to do that, and how to be effective. That's the most important thing. You may have heard it said that it's a numbers game. I have said for years, and you can quote me on this, it's an effective numbers game. If you're not effective, you can play the numbers all day long and you'll end up beating your head against the wall. Okay, the fourth layer of your cake is E. And that's to engage. It's the way you engage, actually. It's your engaging communication with your prospects. What it is that makes you kind of unique. Here's where it comes in for you. It's about why you. Why not somebody else? Why you? You got to stand out. So it's your engaging communication with your prospects. Now, I want you to drop that C at the very top, and we're going to have an extra cake to celebrate with. So you're going to bring that C right back down to the bottom. So you drop it to the bottom, and your C has to happen, because this is the part that most people miss in the sales process, which is simply your call to action. So we're going to bring that C back down for two reasons. Because if you don't have an effective call to action, you cannot close, and then you cannot celebrate. Do you see how that C works in there? So that's what we're going to do. So now we just built a beautiful 4, maybe 5 layer cake, right? So let's recap real quick. Your layered cake is C to collect, A to agitate the pain point, K is to know what they need and what they want and what they're looking for so that you are effective in what you do. You are going to have engaging conversation and communication with your prospect, but you're going to drop down to that C and build a nice strong base and collect and gather the information to help them have a call to action. All right. Now it's time to sweeten the cake or decorate the cake, as you will. And I love to say this because in seeing the problems and stuff that I have seen in the industry, I want you to know, first of all, you are the icing on the cake. You are what makes it unique. Everyone is different. They all bring different personalities to the table. They all have different ways of doing stuff. And the people I meet, maybe they like what I do or they don't. And maybe the ones that you meet will like what you do and don't. And that's the beauty of working together with one another. Now, decorating the cake, this is how you show value with what you have. It's your offer. It's what you're going to do. Now, there's a lot of us who have multiple streams of income. And this is where you have to know how to work your income streams and be able to line them up so they fit in a fashion that makes sense to your prospect and that you can stair step them so that you actually are going to fish with a big fishing net, bring all those fish into your system, and then you're going to filter the fish into the direction or the ponds they need to go. Now, that's kind of funny because cake and fish don't match. I get it. But I just want you to know it's what you bring to the table and what makes you unique. Now, watch this. Everyone has their own style. I'm showing you that right here. And I want you to know that it's not right or wrong. But in business, it's been said, and you got to know, just like in business, it's important to remember. And my partner, when we work together, it is so funny. She is a hoot. And she's always telling me things like, well, here, I'm going to say it to you. Less is more. And just because you can doesn't mean you should. Okay. So let me just quote that. If you can relate to this, put it in the chat. I relate. Just tell me. I want you to know something. This is funny. You have we all struggle. We all struggle with something different that we do, we can't do, we try to do. Sometimes, isn't it so amazing to marry talent when the talent comes together and then you all say, I can do that, or now I can do this. And then you bring it together and we're all making everything look better rather than too much and working too hard. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you in your template a cake. This is going to be where you put together your CAKEC. And this is where you put your business plan, your call to action. What problem do you solve? What is it that you're offering? You need to know very clearly so you know how to decorate your cake properly so that you know what you can gift to your people. So are you guys getting excited and ready to want some cake? I just want you to write cake in the chat if you're loving it. Okay, here's some bonus tips. Here we go. I need you to remember that when doing business, it is very important that you work on being interested in your prospect and what they need rather than being interesting. So you don't want to be the interesting person. You want to know it's about them. And so you want to make sure that you are actually catering to your prospect. The next thing is you are the messenger, not the message. The message is delivered in a whole different fashion. So don't throw up on your prospects. Don't try to tell them everything. Has you struggled with that? If you know that you've struggled with that, say right now today, I'm going to become the messenger. Write that in the chat. I will become the messenger, not the message anymore. That's going to change your business drastically. And let me tell you how easy it is. We have this beautiful Now Site system. When you do it properly, your tools do the work. Let them do the work. Your tools will do all of the heavy lifting. They will do your presentation. They will do everything for you where you don't say too much, leave out stuff, forget things. You got to know that your pipeline process is what these tools are all about. They are the most empowering piece you have. When you are working with prospect, these are more K tips. These are my golden nuggets I drop. Here we go. Give value, value, value. Every time you deal with people, give what you have, give it all. I mean, you know what? Let the icing ooze if you have to. I get it. It's sometimes some people can't take all the sweetness. I know. And it's great when you can come into a balance. But there's a couple reasons I tell you this. I say Good, better, give your best, give your all, and don't hold back from your prospects, because they have to know that you're all in. You're all in, you're passionate, and you are sold out for what you have. So here's my mantra, and if you like it, I hope that you'll use it. You can just even write, you're going to get good and you're going to get better. Okay. Oops. See, and this is why I don't have the notes in the chat yet, because I found a typo. So here's how it goes. Good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. Now, remember, you have got to step out and work your business, and you have to fail to have success. The best baker, the best chef, the best musician, nobody steps to the stage and doesn't do the practice part first. And then my little tidbits to let you know real quick is I want to tell you that the Navy SEALs have to literally practice for one entire year before they're ever put into a mission. The astronauts, ready? They are in a simulator. If you can believe that, they are there for 2 years before they ever get off the ground. Okay. And athletes and Olympians, let me say this to you. They are there 4 years before they ever go to the Olympics. They are putting time in probably way before that. And the best musicians and artists and people that are sold out on their business, it didn't just happen in 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. They spend 6 to 8 years, some great ones, 12 years in their industry to be the best at what they do. So get excited about your industry and get your head in the game. Really go after this, because this is amazing what we can all do together. Okay, so don't worry about being married to the outcome. I don't care how bad your cake looks, or I just want you to know, I want you to get married about learning how to do the process. If you'll marry the process and just get excited about the process every time, the outcome will take care of itself. So here's how it kind of works. The general rule in business tends to be this: give 1 free and 2 free and 3 free and 4. And then now it's time they pay for more. So just know that it will come back around. You don't even have to worry. So that's why you should never be talking about your business when you start with people out. You should be really investigating what they have, what they need, what they want. Okay, I'm hoping, there we go. Okay, so most people want to know, how do I do an ad? How do I do an ad effectively? They want to know, how do I do a lead capture page? How do I do a lead magnet? How do I have people opt in? Oh my gosh, how do I do a PS3, which is actually, that is the best way to actually be effective when working leads, and make sure you're doing it right, so you're not hunting down or chasing prospects. So people are asking these questions. You might even be asking these questions. Karlyn, take a breath. Okay, here we go. I want you to know that it is some stuff you have to know. And this is the part now that comes in for me to give you the next 8 minutes about how to build your Now Site business. Doing an ad, if you do your ad properly, these are ad pins. And if you do them right and you do them good, people are going to say, when you have the proper ad, they're going to say like, what? Seriously? How the heck do I do that? What? Tell me more. And guess what? They are prompted to click. When they click from your ad, guess what? You're already starting to be effective. Addressing the problems. Wait, this is your A, you agitate your problem. By agitating the problem, what starts to happen is then you have to give them a reason for more. So to give them the reason, this is where you sweeten your offer. This is where your lead magnet comes in, which you have to offer. It's your sweet dangling carrot in front of them to make them click. When they make that click and they click in, you are effective. And your lead magnet is what you did to do that. And you know what? That's your freebie, your gifts, your giveaway, the reasons why they're going to click. You're going to have lead magnets that actually solve problems, entice them, has offers that make them are concerned with issues that they want to address, or they're not going to go in there. Right? Guess what? Celebration, because you are effective. You're agitating the problem a little, but you're also addressing the solutions and answers and concerns. Then you give them a little more, and you do the same thing, and it's repeat, rinse and repeat, repentance and repeat, till you get those people to the point to say, how can I go? And then when they want and ready to go further, then you're effective again. Then you engage with them. You're engaging with them now, hopefully verbally and on a physical basis, where now you get to talk to them, and it's an interactive conversation. It's the relationshiping you build with the prospect. When you get to do that, you're finding out their problems, you're offering solutions, you're doing the same thing, and they want to discover more, and they're ready to do what? All you have to do is give them direction, because they're waiting to know how to do more and get more from you. So you need to collect their decision. Help them gather the information and collect by making a decision. That is your close. That is your call to action. And then what are you going to offer? What's going to make you different? And why are they going to go with you? So when you know how to do that call to action, you're being very effective. And this is another training, but the PS3 is a special way to do a close. It takes all the ouch out of sales. Okay. So you don't need to address all of these concerns, the ads, the lead capture page. I was asked, what do we do? I just want to tell you, I was so excited. I got a call from several leaders in the company. Kawan left me the most beautiful message, and he just said, I love what you're doing. I love the cleanliness of your sites, what you're putting together with Marketing My Now site. More people need help. I want to tell you, this is the part that I start laughing, because people want to know, okay, how long is it going to take? What do I have to do the work? How much money do I have to make? What's it going to cost me? How many leads will I get? Oh my gosh, will you be there to help guide me? These are the problems that I have seen in the company. And my partner and I, we saw the problems. We have a solution. And so I was asked to share with you what we do and how we make it easier. Because how much time do you want to take to really do this all by yourself? So let's address all of these issues and just kind of really get them underway. Are you ready? This is kind of fun. How about a monthly done for you? Look, Now site is getting really smart. They're bringing the nerds on board. They're helping you do certain things. But what are you going to do every single month when you need to have all of these components we just talked about put together so you have time to focus on your primary business and your pipeline process and spend more time building on your business, getting people involved in the business instead of working and taking away from your income because you have to keep doing all the hard work. So watch what we've done. In Marketing My Now site, we simply put together a very simple system. And if you're someone who's using the Now site, let me encourage you, have some fun and share with people. I know I do business coaching with people here that are on the line. Put in your comments, share what your own testimonies have been. Have you used the system and do you like what you get? And does it save you time? Has it saved you money? Are you also getting additional components that we do for you outside? Here's the neat thing. We put together every single month a special web page, and we offer everything like special videos. So you get your landing pages, you get all this stuff done for you, and your lead capture pages where they get a call to action. And then we have the page they land on. This is our April campaign. So they land on, they got a special month going on. We even have interactive stuff happening where people can, and that's what Kawan said. I love the interaction that you have going on, that people are engaged in your campaign through the entire month. You can have a scavenger hunt every month. Well, we're enjoying having the scavenger hunt to see who's going to pull off all the winning. So we have live and interactive specials happening, your special videos, your engaging content, entertaining. We have some people who have their grandkids say, I got to see that video again. And they said, I had to watch it 8 times because my grandkid wanted to see it. So we have content that is not just engaging, but engaging your prospects, people around that are making your prospects listen. Then we've got features and benefits that are all about what we have and what we offer, and we stay current on the specials and the prices. And you know what? You can always come back and use some of these campaigns over and over. They're here for you when you're a member of Marketing My Now site. That's what we do. Features and benefits, overviews, special videos, more features, more benefits. So I'm showing you, instead of me saying, let me take you to the website, you can go to the website on your own and have fun through it. I wanted to make it a simple way to show you. So we've got lead magnets and your free gifts and your call to action and things to do. But wait, we've got third-party special testimonies that are there. So along with the videos, everything matching. I want you to know, hold on. Believe it or not, there's more. You get a thank you page. And on your thank you page, it leads your prospects into, we've got a great guy that does a 4-minute video presentation overview. You heard me, 4 minutes. Okay. So we got that present. Then they get their lead magnets. And we even have those of you who are having fun on your spare time writing your lead magnets. We spotlight you also if you want to on your lead magnets. And you can always use your own as well. So we have very valuable tools and courses and classes that literally cost money for people to go, and they get it for free. There's more. We also have made sure that you guys have an email campaign, because one of the biggest problems people were saying is, I don't know how to connect an email campaign. So we did that. It's all done for you. So it's like more and more and more and more stuff. Look, if you want to learn about what we offer and you want to see it's affordable, you can pick the package that works best for you. And you can just say, I just want it down and dirty. Let me get it done. I just did a campaign. You can have more. You can have private coaching included. You need to check it out, and you're welcome to have a free consultation to go with it. But look, this is what we did way back in October of last year and November. And then we did this in Christmas time, and then January and February and March. And I just gave you an overview of the presentation that we did for April. So I'm really excited. My partner and I love doing a lot of this that we do. It's a lot of work. It's very fun. We have several sweet, sweet friends that have said to us, why are you doing all this for all this very little work? We're not trying to make a fortune on anything. 5 people are not going to get wealthy on this low fee that we're charging. We want to make sure you have every advantage to win in your Now Site business. And so we've made it so that we can do that. I'm including in this, here you go, you're going to get, these are the campaign places and links that you can go, and I'll include them in the book. See, I can fix the little typo and you'll get your PDFs later. When you fill this out, you can marketingmy.now.site will give you the overview of how to find out what this is all about and what is available to you. Yes, go ahead and click it in there. Here's the campaign we do. Here's the scavenger hunt we encourage everyone to participate in. And to get the notes for this, you'll need to know about happycakeday.now.site. So that is going to be where you're going to get these notes, and everything's going to be there for you. Now look, we don't all just do everything we all have something we want. So I'm going to tell you what I want. I wanted the opportunity to be able to have fun sharing with you as much knowledge as I could as you could retain tonight. I love the fact that they record the call so you can go back and take the notes, look at the recording, listen again. Now you can really dissect it, pause, freeze, whatever, and do it at your own pace. But you're going to grab so much more doing it that way. I would like to get your feedback. I want to know how we can become better at what we do and how we can be more helpful. What is it you need? So I do want your survey. I don't plan on soliciting you. I plan on just wanting to understand who needs help and what you're looking for and how we can stay ahead of the curve. And the only way to do that is to ask people who have that need. So if you like what you got tonight, I'd love to know what's the one thing you like the most. Put it in the chat for others to see. Just one little tip you got the most out of tonight that really spoke to you. And I don't know how this call is going to go. Richard said, please give us 20 to 25 minutes. I would like you to go. And if we have time for Q&A, that's entirely up to you guys. If you have Q&As, please understand, I am more than happy to answer your Q&A on a private basis or one-on-one, any way you want to. You can communicate with me anytime. It's you can go to the site. I'm also on Contact. I think it's Connect or Contact the Biz Pro, but it's one of the sites. I'll put in there for you. Please don't hesitate to reach out. It's been my privilege to share with you what I know. I love and I'm passionate about being in the life-changing business. And I think Now Site will allow us the opportunity to do that even more. I love the partners that I work with. My partner is committed to wanting to see the same thing I do. We're evenly yoked in that department. I love the leadership I see. Gina, Michelle, I am so grateful to be able to work with these amazing women. I love what Richard's put together. Robert, the group that's here, they're very giving. You couldn't ask for a better group of people to be linked arm in arm with. And I'm just proud to be amongst all of you guys. So with that concludes my presentation tonight, Miss Gina, and I'll turn the call back over to you.